Hey ladies, I'm here for my 7-week pregnancy vlog and to update you on the spotting that I was having. I'm going to apologize for the quality of this video. I am tired. We've been so busy today. Both my kids had a dentist appointment at 1 o'clock, which surprisingly they did not fight it. They were so good. And then at 3 o'clock my daughter had dance class, and then at 3:45 I had my doctor's appointment. So I am one tired mama. I have been running all day. Anyways, so I went to my doctor's appointment today. I was there for 2 hours with my doctor. So they did a urine sample. They took my weight, my blood pressure, all that. Everything was good. I don't know why they did a pregnancy test in the office again. I don't know. But that's what my urine sample was for. It was to check for pregnancy, which we knew was going to be positive. But whatever. My doctor was asking me questions about the spotting and asking me, you know, if it was still going on. If I had noticed anything different, and things like that. And so I told him the spotting started Saturday, got worse Sunday, and then tapered off Monday. And then I told him about the cramping I was having in my hip, and he said, okay. After that, he said that he wanted me to go to the hospital and get my beta drawn, get my blood drawn for my beta again, and to ask them how long it was going to take, and then if it wasn't going to take too long, to come back to his office. So I went there, they drew my blood, they said it'd be about 15 minutes till they had it. So I went back to his office and I waited. I went back in the room, and at this point, when I first got back to the room, it had been 10 minutes since they had taken my blood and said that to me. So there's supposed to only be 5 minutes left. So I'm in my doctor's office waiting another 15 minutes, and at this point it had been 25 minutes since they said it'd be ready. So he goes, I'm going to call him, because it was getting close to closing. So he goes, okay, I'm going to call. And he comes back in and he goes, well, I have good news. He goes, I don't know your numbers yet. He goes, but I can tell you that they were so high that the lab had to dilute them and count again. So that was great. He said, you should take that as a good sign, because that means that they're really high. So I was feeling pretty good at that point. He said, why don't you just head home, and I will call you in about 15 minutes with the results. So I got home and we were eating dinner, and he called and he let me know that my numbers were at 76,000. He didn't give me the exact amount. He just said that it's over 76,000. And it's been less than 48 hours. So he says that that is really good, and that he is confident that this pregnancy is healthy, and that it is that this pregnancy is going to continue. He still kept my original appointment for Monday, and I believe that's when I'm getting my ultrasound, because like I said, his office was closing, so I couldn't get my ultrasound right then. And yeah, so I have to call radiology tomorrow to be 100% sure. Sorry about my ultrasound appointment, but we should be good to go. And I'll be close to 8 weeks by the time I get my ultrasound, so I'm hoping that we can see something and that we see a heartbeat. The other thing is, my husband and I are going to be ordering a fetal Doppler so that we can find the baby's heartbeat on our own. I don't know how far along you have to be to find it, but I'm hoping that, 10-ish weeks you should be able to find it, I think. I don't know. So that is the only thing we're waiting on now, is an ultrasound. but the doctor is very confident that this pregnancy is healthy and that the spotting was just a random thing. Now, I gotta tell you guys this because I think that this might have something to do with the spotting. It was a little less than a week ago. We were sitting in our house, and all of a sudden we see cop cars pull up outside. So naturally, we're watching to see what's going on. They come with guns drawn, and they start talking over their CB or whatever it's called, for some man to come out because he had a warrant. And these were the people right across the street from us. Nobody came out. But we knew somebody was in there because we saw the curtain move and then close. So there's probably like 5 to 6 police cars out front, and then there was tons of officers everywhere, state patrol everywhere. They had huge guns. I was petrified, to be completely honest. I told my husband to take our kids into the bedroom and make them lay down on the floor because I honestly had no idea who was in that house. That house is known to be a drug house, so I didn't know what their plans were. I didn't know if the police were going to start shooting, if people in the house were going to start shooting. I didn't know. And to say that I was freaked out would be an understatement. My hands were shaking. I had goosebumps. I could barely catch my breath. And it was a day or two after this incident. Oh, and the guy wouldn't come out, so the cops eventually took this big, this big thing, and they knocked the door down, and they eventually got the people out that were inside, and they arrested the man. Anyways, the whole thing was terrifying. But it was the next day or the day after, which is when I started spotting and cramping. And I believe that the stress of that incident and the panic that I had in that incident is probably what caused spotting. But I'm not for sure. Because I'm not the type of person who can see something like that and not have it affect me. I've never seen anything like that in my life other than, on TV. And that to me was frightening. I was worried about stray bullets. It's just stupid stuff. But whatever. I'm not the type of person who can handle that kind of stuff. And so I do think that had something to do with it. Just the stress of what was going on, and I don't know, it got me worked up. So who knows? Anyways, which is one more reason why we're moving out of this house right away into a better neighborhood. We found a great house, perfect size for us, and it's in a great neighborhood, really close to the school. It's an amazing neighborhood. So fingers crossed that we get it. We're hoping. We heard back from the landlord, and our application has been approved. Everything's been approved. We're just waiting to hear from the owner of the house. So we'll see. I believe that's it. Oh, symptoms. My boobs hurt. I have sensitive nipples, and I believe that I am starting to get morning sickness. I've never had morning sickness with any of my pregnancies. And it started this morning, exactly 7 weeks, and I was driving down the road, and this is so gross, but I actually threw up in my mouth, but I had nowhere. I was driving, so I could, I had nothing to do, so I had to choke it back, you know what I mean? And I've been sorry, I'm really fidgety, and I felt like that ever since, I needed to throw up. Oh, I have insomnia. I cannot sleep. I am up till 3, 4 in the morning, and cannot fall asleep to save my life. And I think that is about it. I don't think that there's much going on other than that. Our son's birthday party is not this weekend, but next weekend. His second birthday. So, yeah, I will update you guys probably after I have my ultrasound. And then, again next week for our 8-week vlog.